Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another workbench update. You can see the background here, the two that I've got on the bench right now. The 79 Little Red Express. As you can see, this yeah, I've showed you the stance before, but it's actually etched in stone now. This is how it's going to set. I've got to do something with getting that wheel centered up. You can see the hood's closed, and as it comes back around here, you will see that it's got the Hellcat engine under the hood. I had to do a little bit more modifying. We'll flip it over here in a minute and show you. But I wanted you to see the stance of it. Let me get it down here. And I've got it in Duplicolor. This is Hot Rod Gray Primer. It's a little darker than I like to use. But it's what I had. I was out, and this will get wet sanded, and so when I buy more primer, it'll have a. So here's the Hellcat engine in there. I've got to pick up some details and clean everything up. It's really dusty. I've been doing a lot of sanding today. Chassis is basically done with the exception of the exhaust. I've got the spare tire mounted. Front end's done. Like I said, I got to do some touching up, painting. This wheel, I've got to get it centered, and I don't know what's wrong with it, and then get them glued into place. They won't roll when I'm done with it. Drive shaft didn't need cut, lined right up with the Hellcat engine. And here's what we did. I had done this earlier, and I showed you where I put a plate here and cut the cross member. Well, I had to cut that plate and put another one on top of it. Thank you, Jim Ashley, for the idea. To carry my idea further. I'll give you some of the credit for it. But it sits in there nice and tight. And it'll, like I said, it'll get the rest of the details in there. Like I said, I can't put the exhaust in because it mounts to the steps in the bed. So that's that update. And like I said, I absolutely love how this one sets. And this gray primer, tonight, when I was cruising Facebook, I saw this picture, and I thought, well, okay, we'll just leave that booger just like it is. No, we won't. But I thought that was cool, that it's almost the same shade of gray primer. I'll get this set back up. It inspires me to see them sitting together. You know, this is how it's going to look when it's on the shelf. But better, you know what I mean. It's gonna set like this. It's gonna just be, yep. Tell you what, let's just set this down here and move right along to the 71 Dodge Demon. I spent the weekend getting it stanced. This is as low as I can get the front without cutting the wheel tubs out. These are Jay's resins. Wheels over on eBay. And it doesn't look like I've done a lot. The body's been cleaned up. I've got a little bit more sanding to do. There's a lot of chassis modifications. I mean, I've got you can see here the rear axle has been freed of its exhaust. And you know, this configuration, I don't have to have the 71 Duster chassis up under. I mean, it would have been nice. I would have built the car if that's how they'd have done it. I am just as happy with this. I mean, I love it. This is a better version than the original, and that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't have an original to compare it to, but I have a resin, and the way this front pan mounts with the pins is better than what I had to work with, and I had a really, really nice resin, and I will try to put a picture right here. Anyway, up and underneath, we have trimmed the drive shaft back and then filled in the gap. That's just tape residue from where I put the blue painter's tape in here and then filled the top side with super glue. We've had to move this transmission mount. It will be reinstalled. This is basically where the tires and wheels will sit. It's No, you know, I'm happy. You know, I like this. It doesn't have to be super detailed for me. Transmission will mount about right here. I have got to get a universal joint. I think I've trimmed it enough to where there's enough room for a universal joint right there, but there's your transmission. And like I said, it'll get a new mount. Basically, I've cut this mount out and it'll mount back here. Got the dropsies. And I don't know, I'm not going to show you the engine today. It's hanging up. It's been painted. It's not been, when I get the engine built, I'll show it to you. I don't know, some of you guys can probably tell what the engine in this car is going to be just by looking at that transmission. But if you can't, it'll be surprise, surprise, surprise. Guys, that is about all I've got done. Oh, yeah, little stuff like this. You know, got the mounting tabs for the spoiler. I have not decided on the go wing yet. A lot of cars had this. This was never my favorite style of spoiler. Don't know that I'll use it. We know that the Little Red Express is going to be red because, you know, it's in the name. This one is going to be orange, and it's a little bit brighter than a stock orange, but it's going to be orange. Hood scoops will be black stripe, black interior, basic black. Haven't painted the wheels yet because I usually use flat black and it looks fine. These actually came printed black, so I didn't paint these. But Jay's Resin Wheels has started doing the gray tires, and I have seen several pictures of the Tamiya rubber black, and I am planning on picking up some of that tomorrow. So that's basically the extent. Well, that's the extent of my week. It rained a lot, and I've been busy at work, and just came home and just wanted to sit and rest. But you know, sometimes you just got to make yourself get in here and do something. I just do something. Like tonight, I made sure I got the tires and wheels onto the Dodge chassis, and the chassis is basically done. So I can work on, like I said, it's going to be red. I don't know if I'm going to do the basic black interior in it. I'd like something a little more to liven it up, but, you know, we'll figure it out. Leave something in the comments, guys. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm heading in the right direction. Get on over to the Model Car Mafia, established 2018. Join us over there. I haven't been posting as many progress pictures there as I should, you know, being a top contributor, but I do post the videos, the links to the videos over there. And I've shared with some of my friends what I've got here. Also, coming up, I don't know how much of this I'm going to cover, but I've got this. Picked that up Saturday. And just for size comparison, that is the trunk of a 2022 Challenger. So, you know, it's not a huge trunk, but there's 4 big boxes of models stuffed into it. Most of them are built. Some of them, what I have had time to look at, they have been started. My first wife's nephew built a lot of these. I didn't realize that he had so many. But he passed away, and his mother contacted me and wanted to know if I wanted them, so I went and picked them up. Still got to figure out some value to them so I can give her some money, because I don't just, you know, she's lost a son. I mean, granted, not recently, but she's lost a son, and this is something that he liked. So, you know, I'm appreciative of her thinking of me and offering them to me. But like I said, we'll look through them. If there's anything really, really great, you'll see it here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Again, share this with your friends. Share this with your loved ones. Go up to random strangers and say, hey, have you seen Model Car Archaeology on the YouTubes? Because If you like this sort of thing, this will be the sort of thing you like. All right, guys. Y'all have a great night. God bless you.